want to start this shit off with saying that I'm very uncomfortable reading shit in public. But thank God I don't yell at me, because I should stop saying I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm single, by the way, if you want to date me. My number is +599. Overthinking. The action of thinking about something too much in a way that's not useful, or in my words, it's losing possibilities because you convince yourself you can't do something. Let me give you an example. I used to go to swimming lessons when I was younger, and to get your diploma, you would have to dive through this hole that's like in the middle of like a really thin piece of tarp with a weight at the bottom so it sinks and like it stays in the water. I'll put a picture in because explaining it is really hard. I don't know if this is just a Dutch thing, but it doesn't matter because my example will hopefully still make sense. Like at some point they told us that the week after or something, we would have to go for diplomas, which was cool because then I would have my diploma, but then there's a car standing like to the left of me right now and they think I'm on drugs because people do that where I live. So I'm gonna keep walking and make it obvious to her that I'm actually a really cool YouTuber. I guess throughout the week I realized that that means that I have to dive through that hole. Now, at first I didn't really mind, but I was a little bit scared. But the longer I waited and waited and waited and kept thinking about it every day and the day got closer, for some reason, this little tiny piece of tarp in my head became a whole tunnel and I thought I was gonna drown. So because I thought of it like this, I was terrified and I didn't want to do it anymore. And if no one mentally pushed me to do it, I would probably still not have done it. Like, I would not have ever jumped and done that thing. And to this day, I would still be scared to fucking swim. Fun fact, on that exact bridge that I was just talking, that's where I dropped the whole skateboard into the water not too long ago. But here's the funny part. When I did do it, I realized how easy it was and that I even liked it. And we both know that I'm not the only one turning shit into tunnels in my head, because throughout your life, you probably already have turned really small things or maybe like kind of hard things into impossible shit that you're never gonna do because you're scared of it. But what if you didn't? What if you just did those things even though you're scared of it and see what happened? Because you know what, most of the time it really is not that bad, unless, you know, it's obviously a bad decision. But just think about it though, like a lot of people just overthink everything nowadays. Does she really like me? Should I go talk to her? What if she rejects me? Bro, f all that. What if she's gay? Like, she's probably gay. Like, it's probably better if I don't talk. She's gay. This is pretty high. But in reality, we both know that the worst thing that can happen is that she rejects you or doesn't want to go out with you. And yeah, that's it. That's really it. Point is, the world has a lot of people and you're just one of those. And it's okay for someone not to like you, because there's a lot more people in the world, and there's no point in stressing out every day thinking if someone likes you, even though there's so many other options. See, not too long ago, smartphones, laptops, tablets, shit like that didn't even exist. You couldn't easily be friends with someone that doesn't live in the same kind of area as you. But nowadays, I'm playing games with guys that live on the literal other side of the world, and maybe even be better friends than them than some people I know in real life. But as you probably know, is that these things weren't a thing not too long ago. If you, for example, ask your parents about having a phone when they were younger, their idea of a phone will be a whole other thing back then than what we have now, which is kind of insane if you think about it. But because of that, the most people you knew were just in your neighborhood, where you went on vacation, where you worked, and maybe where your family lives. But that's really it. You didn't know as many, or yeah, I guess know as many people as we do now. And I feel like because of social media and stuff, you can easily start comparing yourself to creators, influencers, and models. And I feel like because of this, you can start feeling less about yourself because you might not have the things they're showing off or think you're not as cool as them. But here's the thing. Your perception of being cool shouldn't be based on other people. Because guess what? You might not have that cool watch, car, outfit, laptop, phone, or whatever, but all that stuff doesn't mean anything. Because with or without the stuff, everyone is authentic and cool in their own way. And I don't say that just to sound like that one teacher that doesn't want that one kid to be bullied. I genuinely think everyone is cool in their own way if everyone just stopped trying to be something they're not. Alright, so when I was younger, I used to be scared of doing presentations for school. My school did a bunch of them because they wanted us to get used to doing presentations in front of a lot of people. Now, for the people that know me in real life, know that I like talking a lot, and even if you don't, well, you could probably figure that out. I'm talking to a camera by choice. But even though I like talking about stuff, when I was younger, I didn't always like to do it in front of a bunch of people at once, because I used to be scared that they wouldn't be interested or make fun of me. And because of this, I didn't really like doing the presentations. But since it was for a grade, I had to do it. Now, because of my school making us do it so many times, I found out that I really like doing presentations. And even if someone wouldn't like my presentation, then, well, this is their problem because I like doing it. And it shouldn't stop me from doing something I like to do, because that would be stupid. Alright, so last week my dad had a couple shows where he performed some songs he made in the last lockdown. This was his first time doing a show like this. He mostly just paints and stuff like that, but I thought it was super cool that he had the balls to like do something that he wasn't used to doing at all. About 3 weeks before the event, he had asked me to open the show and write a script so I can show him what I'm gonna say in front of all those people. Now, even though I like doing presentations, when I agreed to do it, I didn't know there would be like 50 people. On the one side, you could say that there's a lot of people that watch my videos, which is usually more than 50. Literally always more than 50, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But the only difference here was that I actually had to see these people and then there's a spotlight on my face. But then I remembered those times where I took the risk to do something I was scared to do. The adrenaline rush I felt every time I did something out of my comfort zone. If I never did anything that was out of my comfort zone, then this channel that you're watching this video on would not exist. So with all of that in mind, I stood in front of all of those people and just acted like I was recording a video like I'm doing right now. Just with a spotlight on my face and having a bunch of people stare at me like live. But I did it, and I'm happy that I did it because overcoming fears is pretty dope. Yeah, that sounded way cooler in my head, but I'm not cutting that out. If you want to take a lesson from this video, it should be that the next time you feel like you're really scared to do something that you kind of want to do, but you would prefer not to do it just because you're scared, just go for it and see what happens. Maybe you'll learn a new skill, learn something new about yourself, or just know for sure that you don't like it. And then you did something that you can be proud of because you overcame a fear. I think that's the end of the video. Yeah, bye. Before I end this video, I want to talk about my Patreon. Patreon is a website where you're able to support me by contributing a small amount of money every month, starting like at $1. There are different tiers like you can see on my screen right now, and for every tier you get different perks and stuff, but I'm not gonna waste your time and read them all. You can check out the site, it's the first link in the description. Don't forget to like if you liked the video, leave a comment if you liked it a lot, and if you are not subscribed yet, feel free to do that too, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.
Hey Joey, I'm just gonna stop rapping. Sight! Hey! Grab on my dick like a flip, my body count is like 60, Your bitch told me she needs CPR. Over that bitch right on his feet,